I just sent out a survey to 40 of the biggest YouTubers in the world, asking questions like, how much fear do you have of being canceled? How confident are you about the future of YouTube? How scared are you of AI? And the great thing is that I'm lucky enough to know and work with a lot of the biggest creators on YouTube, so we'll be getting a lot of valuable responses. So I crafted this whole survey to answer some of YouTube's most pressing questions, and then sent it out to 40 of the biggest YouTubers that I know. Now, some of these creators wanted to be anonymous, but here is the subscriber breakdown of everyone who answered. 3 have over 10 million subscribers, 14 have between 1 million and 10 million subscribers, 19 have between 100,000 and 1 million subscribers, and 4 have less than 100,000 subs. Average sub count, 2.3 million subscribers. I asked 15 different questions, so let's get it started with question 1. How much fear do you have of being canceled? Ooh, a spicy one to get us started here. With Mr. Beast getting canceled briefly, would YouTubers be more scared of cancellation now? On a scale of 1 to 10, the average answer was 3.05, which indicates a pretty low fear. In fact, no one answered above a 7. So it looks like the days of Logan Paul are way behind us. And I've actually asked this question in the previous 2 surveys I've done. The average answer in the first survey was 4.19, and in the second, it was 3.57. So it looks like fear of cancellation continues to decline, unlike the YouTubers in our next question. Question 2, which creator would you buy stock in right now? So think about this one like the stock market. Sure, you could buy Mr. Beast and probably get pretty steady returns, but it'd be much more valuable to pick a smaller creator and then just exponentiate your money. A total of 25 different creators received votes, with 10 different creators receiving multiple votes. First off, tied for the bottom spot on the podium, Anfo, Iraq, and Isaac Carlton all received 3 votes apiece. Then next up, Yikes was second with 5 overall votes. Yikes, he was so close to the top spot. No? Yeah, that's fair. And then in our top spot, taking home 7 different votes, was Tonio Guajardo. Pretty good choice, as long as he's not in a retirement home soon. Question 3. How confident are you about the future of YouTube? For a bit of context, in the first survey that I did, the average answer was 8.57. Then in survey number 2, the average answer was 8.67. But this time, the average answer was an incredible 9.08. On a scale of 1 to 10, the average confidence of YouTube is above a 9. And for some additional data points, of the 8 biggest creators surveyed, every single one of them said 9 or a 10, and not a single creator I asked said anything lower than a 7. And now we got the speed round coming up, faster than Max Verstappen. Q4, is A/B thumbnail or title testing more important? This result was almost universal, with thumbnail taking 37 of the 40 votes. And what's more, every channel above 1 million subscribers said thumbnail. Q5, what's the strongest color for a thumbnail? I mean, it's definitely gold, right? Mr. Beast uses gold all the time. Well, 2 colors absolutely dominated, and neither of them was gold. Blue received 17 votes, and red received 15 votes. Q6, what's the strongest word for a title? Definitely room, right? I mean, you see it all the time. Oh wait, no, it's definitely murder. Bruh. No, but seriously, this was actually a pretty diverse lineup of words. Only 5 different words got multiple votes. Exposed got 2 votes, illegal got 2 votes, tried got 3 votes, and every got 3 votes. And then there was one word, or should I say letter, that dominated with 12 votes. I. So here is a free 100 million view guaranteed banger for you. I tried to expose every illegal thing. You're welcome. Also worth noting is that I, every, and tried have been the top 3 words in all 3 surveys. Q7, what's the best length for a video? So I gave them 4 options: under 15 minutes, 15 minutes to 30 minutes, 30 minutes to an hour, or over an hour. Nobody said under 15 minutes and nobody said over an hour. 33 people ended up saying between 15 and 30 minutes, and 7 people ended up saying 30 minutes to an hour. Q8, 100 videos with 100,000 views or one video with 10 million views. Basically either one viral video or a strong floor of recurring fans. 31 of these YouTubers said 100 videos with 100,000 views, and 9 said one video with 10 million views. That kind of shows virality isn't everything, but instead a steady fan base is much more important. Question 9. Rank intro, idea, video, and packaging from 1 to 4. Alright, speed round is over, so let's slow it down for potentially one of the most important questions in this entire survey. So I had these creators rank intro, idea, packaging, and video itself from 1 to 4. These 4 things are the supporting pillars to what makes a viral YouTube video. Not having one of these would be like the Stokes twins not having a highly questionable thumbnail. And surprisingly, the gold and silver medals were almost unanimous. Idea received 30 of the 40 first place votes, and packaging received 30 of the 40 second place votes. The third position was split though between video itself and intro. And intro ended up beating out video itself as the third most important aspect, which means that these highly successful creators think that the video itself is the least important thing on YouTube, which is a video sharing platform. And of the channels above 1 million subscribers, every single one of them said that either idea or packaging was the most important aspect. So, even if you make the most amazing video on the platform, none of it matters if the idea, packaging, and intro aren't great as well. Question 10. How scared are you of AI disrupting YouTube? ChatGPT just told me how to make the biggest banger on YouTube, so yeah, I'd say AI is probably gonna take over. But seriously, with Sora looking so realistic now, how scared are these creators of AI? Well, the response was pretty varied, with some people saying 1 and some people saying 10. Overall, the average response was a 4.625, which indicates average fear, which I think is probably valid. We don't really know what this is gonna end up bringing, but it is helping a lot of creators right now with thumbnails and scripting and stuff like that. But there's always a threat that videos like this get 500 million views, and it's like, who needs human creators? But ultimately, only time will tell. Question 11. What's your view on posting shorts to grow a channel? Shorts have been a great divide in the YouTube community, splitting families almost as much as the Jordan versus LeBron debate. I had everyone rank their view on using shorts to grow a channel from unfavorable to favorable. The average response was 4.175, which is maybe a slightly pessimistic view of shorts. One interesting point to note is that for creators over 1 million subs, the average answer is 5.18, while under 1 million subs is 3.43. So is this correlation or causation? I don't know. Either way, there are clear negatives like bringing in an audience who couldn't care less about you, and positives like expanding your reach to posting shorts. Question 12. What feature do you want YouTube to add? YouTube has added some great features since it was originally launched. AdSense, A/B thumbnail testing, removing dislikes. Wait, no, that sucked. But I was curious what these top creators most wanted YouTube to add to their platform. And by a gaping margin, almost as big as the margin between Anthony Edwards and the next best player in the NBA, the biggest response was something related to A/B testing. Now, A/B title testing just got added into YouTube mainstream about a month ago, and it basically eliminates your need for any guesswork when titling a video. 5 different creators said they wanted A/B intro testing, which is super interesting, and 4 said something else related to A/B testing, like having the A/B testing matrix between title and thumbnail. Also, Yikes said YouTube Wrapped, which I think would be pretty epic. Question 13. What's more important when starting, quantity or quality? For the record, it's probably important to have both. Only having one is like Mr. Beast trying to make a video without spectacle. But this was pretty even. 21 creators said quality and 19 said quantity. Dang, and it's crazy that one person said working with Tyler Talks. I actually do consulting with some of the top YouTubers in the world, and I've worked with smaller channels to help blow them up. You can check out my website, Tyler Talks YT, if you need any help scaling your channel. Okay, ad over. Question 14. What percent of TV views will YouTube be in 10 years? So I gave them this recent picture of all of TV viewership in September of 2025. YouTube currently has a 12.6% stake, which, by the way, is crazy. For context, 3 years ago, this number was 8%, so I was curious what people would think it would be in 10 years. And the average answer was 31%. Man, if YouTube is getting 31% of all TV views in 10 years, we have probably taken over the world. Now, some people answered over 50%, which is probably a little bit unrealistic, but every single creator predicted that it was going to rise, with most people answering about 20%. Question 15. In one word, how do you find success on YouTube? And our final question here is meant to give all the new YouTubers out there some motivation and info. First off, Addy Bally had the best answer with drive-throughs. He makes a lot of drive-through content for those of you who might be confused, but he actually has a great point, since almost every answer centered around drive and perseverance. Focus, grit, determination, relentlessness were all an answer. And the number one response? Consistency, with 9 different YouTubers giving this as the number one way to succeed on YouTube. And that's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'd love to run this back for part 4 with even more YouTubers, so hit me up if you're interested. Let's get this all the way up to 100 creators.